A night that shook the UFC, Trump, Maddox, and Turner in a fight for more than glory. It was a night like no other at the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas. The air was thick with anticipation, every seat occupied, and the crowd buzzed with excitement. Tonight wasn't just any night in the UFC. It was the night that would see the undefeated champion, Dalton Maddox, defend his coveted title against the rising star, Blake Turner. The fighters had trained for months, but what they didn't know was that tonight would be more than just about punches and kicks. It would be a night of a lifetime. The arena lights dimmed, signaling that the main event was near. The crowd roared with excitement, the thumping beats of the music pulsing through the air. The fighters, each with their own devoted following, were ready to give everything in the octagon. But what happened next? It was something none of them could have predicted. A figure stepped onto the stage, an unexpected presence that instantly sent shockwaves throughout the crowd. It was none other than Donald Trump, the former President of the United States, soon to be the 47th President. Dressed impeccably in his signature blue suit, a red tie hanging from his neck. His arrival was not planned, nor announced, and it left the entire arena buzzing with confusion and speculation. Why was he here? Was this a publicity stunt? Or perhaps an endorsement? The camera zoomed in on him, and social media exploded with every possible theory. Security personnel flanked him, their initial surprise quickly replaced by professionalism as they escorted him toward the octagon. The announcer, still trying to make sense of it all, finally called out, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 47th President of the United States, Donald Trump." The crowd erupted. Some cheered, others gasped, but all were intrigued. The mystery was only just beginning. Trump made his way into the cage with a knowing smile on his face, his eyes scanning the crowd. The audience's collective curiosity peaked as Trump turned to Dalton Maddox, who was already warming up in the octagon. Dalton's expression was a mixture of confusion and intrigue as Trump climbed into the cage and extended his hand for a handshake. And then, just as everyone thought they had figured out the reason for Trump's presence, something unimaginable happened. Trump reached into his pocket and pulled out a small black box. The arena fell into a stunned silence. The eyes of the crowd were fixated on the gold medallion gleaming from the box as Trump handed it to Dalton. "This," Trump announced with a firm voice, "is the Presidential Medal of Valor. I'm awarding it to Dalton Maddox for his perseverance, his commitment, and his dedication to being a true champion, both inside and outside the cage." The crowd erupted into applause, their cheers deafening as Dalton, visibly moved, accepted the medal with a humble nod. But the moment of triumph was far from over. Trump wasn't done. His voice turned serious, steady, and commanding as he shifted his gaze toward Blake Turner, who stood silently in his corner, eyes wide with uncertainty. "Blake Turner," Trump began, "you've earned your place here tonight. You've shown incredible talent, determination, and strength to get to this point. But there's more to being a champion than just winning." A murmur spread through the crowd as Trump's words resonated with an unspoken truth. He continued, turning to both fighters, "A true champion isn't just someone who wins a fight. A champion is someone who stands up for what's right, someone who fights not just for themselves, but for others. Both of you embody the spirit of resilience, and tonight, I'm here to ensure this fight becomes a symbol of something far greater." Trump paused, letting the gravity of his words settle in. Then, with a powerful gesture, he raised the microphone and turned to the crowd. "But before this fight begins, I want to challenge everyone watching, both here in this arena and around the world. Let's make tonight about more than just punches and kicks. Let's make it about respect, honor, and inspiring the next generation. This isn't just a fight. This is a battle for what we believe in as a country." The crowd roared in approval, their energy amplified by Trump's stirring words. What was supposed to be a simple championship match had now become a symbol of unity, honor, and something far bigger than a fight for a belt. The announcers, too, caught the wave of energy, adding their own enthusiasm. Ladies and gentlemen, in the spirit of competition and unity, let's give it up for both of these incredible athletes who embody the strength and resilience of America. The two fighters stepped into the center of the octagon for their face-off, but something had changed. The tension was still there, but there was a mutual respect in their eyes, something that hadn't been there moments before. They touched gloves, a gesture that symbolized not only sportsmanship, but also the power of Trump's words. And then, with that, Trump stepped out of the cage, leaving the spotlight where it truly belonged on the fighters. The bell rang, and the fight began. The energy in the arena was electric as punches flew, kicks landed, and strategies unfolded. The battle was fierce. Dalton Maddox, with his ironclad defense, faced Blake Turner's relentless offense. Blow for blow, each fighter pushed himself to the limits of his endurance. The crowd was on the edge of their seats, captivated by the raw emotion and intensity in the octagon. By the fifth round, both fighters were visibly exhausted. Sweat poured down their faces, their bodies battered, but neither one showed any sign of giving up. In the final moments, Dalton Maddox landed a spinning back kick that sent Blake Turner crashing to the canvas. The referee quickly moved in, and with that, the fight was over. Dalton Maddox had won. The crowd erupted into applause, chanting his name as he stood victorious. But Trump wasn't done. He re-entered the octagon, this time accompanied by a group of veterans he had invited for the occasion. Trump handed Dalton the championship belt, and the crowd roared in approval. But then, Trump turned to Blake Turner, who was still recovering, helped to his feet by his team. "Blake," Trump said, "you may not have won tonight, but you've shown what it means to fight with heart. For that, you've earned my respect." Trump handed Blake a smaller medallion, a token of recognition for his effort, his grit, and his sportsmanship. The two fighters shook hands, and the crowd, moved by the display of mutual respect, stood to their feet in thunderous applause. As the night came to a close, Trump addressed the crowd one final time. "Tonight, we've witnessed what makes this country great. It's not just about winning. It's about striving. It's about fighting. It's about never giving up. Let's carry that spirit forward, both in and out of the cage." The lights dimmed, and the arena erupted in a resounding chant, "USA! USA!" It was a moment that would go down in history as not just a fight, but a symbol of unity and resilience. An unexpected moment, brought to life by a man who knew how to turn the tide of history, proving that even the most surprising moments could bring people together. And with that, the night ended, leaving everyone wondering if this was truly the fight of the century. Outro. Thank you for joining us through this unforgettable story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our next thrilling tale. Have a fantastic day.